head going as back as you can. The focus is this. Earlier the focus used to be here. Now the focus is here. Then look down at a spot about 45 degrees, 5 to 6 feet in front of you. Head about angle 45 degrees. And then the last one, Jalandhar Bandh. Same thing is done. Then bend the body about 45 degrees. Same thing. Then bend the body 90 degrees. So that is one series. Then the next one, where what you do is you breathe out completely as much as you can, and you are pulling your stomach in. And after you finish breathing out completely and you have pulled your stomach in, you hold the breath like that. You do not breathe in. You already breathe out completely. And then in that situation where there is no air or almost very little air inside, you move your stomach back and forth like a bellows. That sort of a movement is there. The same thing repeated. 45 degrees bent. Same thing repeated, 90 degrees. The last one is for the rectus abdomini. It's called exercise called Nauli, which is, I can't do it. I used to be able to do it many years ago. Now I can't do it anymore. Where you isolate the abdominal muscle and you move it from left to right. You might have seen Baba Ramdev do it on the TV. Supposed to, with this hand, press on the thigh here, and then the muscle moves this way, and so on and so on. It doesn't matter if you can't do it, I can't do it, so it's alright. You do whatever you can. Yeah, you do as many as you can. So now that brings us to exercise. We are now at Nauli. So we are at exercise number 34 has been finished. Now we go on to 35. So the next three exercises are for the trunk muscles. The trunk. Okay. So the first one is pretty straightforward. So you keep your hand like this together and you're going to be bending forward, bending back. Bending forward, bending back. Bending forward, bending back. Okay. So ideally you should be able to touch your forehead to your knees. Okay, I am wearing some belt and stuff. It's a little difficult. Okay. Moderate speed. I mean, you're not going to try to be like express train, but you're not going to be doing very slowly as this. Because you're basically trying to work the trunk. Okay. The second one, same thing is repeated, but you keep your legs a little apart. Bend backwards. Bend forwards. Bend backwards. Ideally, you're supposed to touch your head to the floor. Bend backwards. And forwards. And the last is same thing, but like this. You can keep your hands separate also. So this works the trunk, three of them trunk muscles. I think there are two more for the trunk muscles, 5 of them. Okay, so let's talk about those. Other one is simple, it's like this. Sidewards bend. So first you move the trunk backwards and forwards. Now you move it sideways. And then you twist it. Kati Chakrasana. Breathe out. And you twist. So that takes care of the trunk muscles. Then we go on to the lower part of the body. So this is the next very unique exercise. It's for the Muladhara Chakra. Again, I have not seen this in any other system of exercise. Okay. We're on exercise number 40 now. So stand with your standard position, and then you start tightening your ankle, tightening your calf muscles, tightening your knees, tightening your thighs, tightening your buttocks, and you hold it like this. This is an internal exercise for the internal organs. You can't see anything happening outside. So you tighten the feet, tighten the ankles, tighten the calves, tighten the knees, tighten the. You can see a definition. Your butt here. Okay. So this is how it looks, and you tighten and you hold it. You can even breathe in if you like. The same one is repeated with the feet little bit open. It's as if you're pulling your, imagine if you wanted to go to the toilet and you can't find a toilet. So you're holding it in, something like that. Yeah, the pelvic floor, it's except for the pelvic floor. So you do same thing again with the focus on the buttocks only. So all this is getting tightened up. The next one is a little bit further apart. You're going to repeat the same thing, but not just the buttocks, you're going to focus the genitals and pull up the genitals also. This is called Mula Bandha in yoga. So that takes care of, that is both are internal exercises. Then we move on to what they say, this is called Kundalini Shakti Vikasak, to awaken the Kundalini. So the Kundalini is supposed to be at the base of your spine. So you're supposed to awaken it by kicking it. So you do a backward kick. The heel is supposed to touch the buttocks. Something like that. Okay? That is the Kundalini Shakti Vikasak. 43 is for the thighs. So you have finished the Kundalini Chakra, go to thighs. This is pretty straightforward, what we call as jumping jacks. So again, when you jump it, be careful when you're jumping up, no touching the hands to the ears. You're jumping back, no touching the body to the sides. And you do it both ways. First time jumping in, breathe in, out, in, out, in, out. After 5 times, out, in, out, in, out, in. So that way, and then in and out and in. That takes care of the thighs. Then we go on to thighs. Next is the second exercise of the thighs. There are two variations. The first one is sitting without a chair. So you imagine you're sitting down. You don't have. So that is one. Again, it puts a lot of force on the thighs. So hold it for 10-15 seconds, how much ever you can hold it for. The next one is the Bharatanatyam dancer's pose. If you have seen Bharatanatyam dancers, like this. So these two are for the thighs. As you can. Okay. The earlier one, yeah, you sit without a chair like this. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. As straight as you can. I mean, try not to bend forward too much, but as you can. So that is for the thighs. Exercise number 45 for the knee joints. So if you want, you can even kick back, kick forward. Kick back so the heel touches the back of the buttock. Kick forward. And same way. That is for the knees. Number 46 for the ankle, what we call the buttock. Buttock. Number 47 for the calves. So stand on tiptoe. You can try it, you can feel that it actually works the calves. Okay?
No regulation of breathing.
No. It's like you think like you have a spring and you go up and down like this. The next one is for the ankle joints and the base of the foot. So like this. This leg. For the ankle joints, the base of the foot. Number 49 is for the toes, where you jump on your toes as high as you can. And the last one, number 50, is for the big toe. So you're supposed to put the entire weight of your body on your two big toes for a fraction of a second. I'll try to show you. I'm not very particularly good at it. So you bend the whole foot back and take the toe out. Bend the whole foot back, take the toe out. So you put your whole body weight for a fraction of a second on your 2 big toes. So that completes the sequence of 50 exercises. And then you end off with Shavasana. You lie down flat on the floor, relax. So that completes the entire sequence. So as you can see, even though it was designed 200 years ago by somebody who did not have the access to the modern sciences of anatomy or physiology or whatever, the gentleman pretty much knew how the body works and how to make sure that each part of the body gets a proper exercise. And set of 50 exercises, like I said. If you do it properly, it takes about 20 to 25 minutes every day in the morning. And if you do this when you go for a walk or something, I think it's pretty much enough. You don't really need to go to an expensive gym or buy any equipment or go to any classes or go to any teacher or anything. It's pretty much, you can do it on your own. The basic point about all these things is it should be sustainable. Going to a yoga class, or going to a gym, it requires a certain amount of extra effort, which not everybody is able to put in. So if there's something simple you can do, and since it works on all parts of the body, all the joints, all the muscles, it keeps you flexible and keeps you in good shape. Of course, you have to take care of your diet and not drink, not smoke, all the other things also there. But this definitely is one part. So I'm not saying that just do these 50 exercises and everything will be fine. You can eat what you want, drink what you want, sleep when you want, don't sleep, indulge, whatever. It's not like that. It's all part of the system. But, if you take reasonable care of the other part of your body, and for the physical exercise point of view, these 50 exercises followed by 20 minutes or a half an hour walk per day, it should help all of you and all of us to stay in reasonably good shape until the end of our life. So that's all I've finished. Any questions I can answer, we'll end for the day.